Hello, hello. How are you? Happy Memorial Day. Not me not realizing it was Memorial Day until the end of the members only live last night. All right, so we're doing part 2. Hello, Tanya and Juan and Adva and Michael. So we're doing part 2 of the what are they thinking, feeling about you. I also looked into how they feel about your chemistry, because that just felt like a thing I should do. All right, we lit? Okay. And then call back all my power to be now from anyone using it with or without my permission, and release and reject any energy that is not mine to carry or just not in my highest good right now. All right. That's all done. So we're going to look into all of that, starting with Libra. If you're watching this in replay, thank you. And also, it's your sun, moon, rising, Venus. It's really going to be just check out whatever may apply, because your guides will get you the messages you need to have. Hey, Zoe. They'll get you to them. So just, check out whatever may apply to you. That's how I roll. That's, I'm a big fan of messages or readings that kind of find me, that I don't go just hardcore on one placement or another. Okay. So we're going to start with Libra, and the way I've been doing these is we're going to go through the signs. Listen, you could be the Libra, and you're dealing with a fire, an earth, an air, or a water sign, and I'm going to go through each of those for each sign. That'll make more sense in a minute when I start. And or you could be the fire sign dealing with a Libra. It doesn't matter. It's however you like it. And if it doesn't feel like it's yours, don't take it. Don't give yourself anxiety about the weird lady on YouTube saying something was going to happen. Don't do that. Let your body tell you, give you signs, breathe with it. And if it feels like it resonates, then it's probably just a confirmation of what you're already feeling. When I get readings from other readers, a lot of times it confirms what I'm feeling, or it gives me comfort from what I've been overthinking and not feeling at all, because it's harder to read for yourself, right? Because we have our own desires, and all of that energy is going to go into the reading. Okay, so I think I've said, did I explain that well? I hope so. Thank you to the new subscribers. Evidently, we picked up 20 yesterday. And thank you to the new members for membership. You will get your member stuff today. Hello, Doretha. Real quick, if you're a member and you're watching this, I set up 4 membership lives for May. So you guys can ask me anything about your chart. It doesn't have to be about a full moon or a new moon. You're still going to get your member choice sheet for June about what astrological thing you want me to look into for you. But there's still 2 more. So there's today at 5:30 Eastern, and there's tomorrow. Now, tomorrow I just tentatively put at 6:30. If you need me to go later, if you're a Pacific Coast person, I think that I read for everybody on the other side of the pond, so that we got all the people that would be, this is getting close to bedtime. This is 5 p.m. for them now. So hopefully I got all of them. If I didn't, reach out. If you're a member, I want you to get all of your membership benefits. And if all the people that are left over that don't manage to get read today, and didn't manage to get in Saturday or Sunday, let me know so that I can make Tuesday a time that works for everybody. There's not a lot of places in my life I'm overly accommodating anymore. but this is one of them. Take advantage. Everywhere else in life, my name is no. My number is no. Just kidding. Maybe. But this is, yeah. It's like, you know, she didn't invent it, but like Brene Brown made the quote famous that like, I'm willing to compromise on some things, right? But not, and I'm willing to negotiate on some things, but I won't negotiate who I am with you at this moment. Because in pleasing you, I lose myself, right? But times for live streams for my members that I'm insanely grateful for. I'm grateful for everybody that shows up, whether you're a member or not. But like, members are paying. You're paying. You should get what you pay for. I would rather overpromise and I'd rather underpromise and overdeliver. Okay. We'll start Libra now at 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Fuck, I talk a lot. Okay. I mean, I'm aware. It's not news to me. All right, let's start. If you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, if you have strong 7th house placements, and you are dealing with another, with a fire sign. I kind of always feel like Libra and Leo do well together. Okay, how do they feel about you? The High Priestess. The High Priestess. That means they think that, Libra, you're the shit up in this bitch. The High Priestess is somebody who knows themselves, kind of knows the world, is a little intuitive, but also kind of, I think the High Priestess understands how to get what they want without hurting others to get what they want. You know, it's kind of the female version of the Hierophant and the Magician, but put together. Oh, thank you, Juan. I think Lee is listening, but she's got another task at the moment. So I guess I should say I am open to anybody that would like to be a moderator. Because, you know, she doesn't have like a set schedule in her new job. Okay. How do they feel about the chemistry between you and them, Libra, dealing with fire sign? 4 of Wands. So when they are near you, talking about you, I mean, okay, we're going to talk about 4 of Wands and physical chemistry. 4 of Wands is like the 1111. It's the divine connection card. So when I have that is like you're talking to somebody and you're not even having a conversation around physical chemistry. It could be an innocuous conversation completely. And your whole body is on fire. And like, you can't explain it. And other people could try real hard and pull out all the stops and not get that out of you. And you could be talking about just life in general, nothing sexy. And you just feel like incredible, like you could take a spoon to it. The physical chemistry is so strong over energy without having to actually get to the bedroom. So Libra, if you are dealing with an air sign, that is how they feel about you. This is how they feel like the chemistry is. Not so shabby. Hi, CTX Scavenger. Uh-oh, is that, when you say oops, I'm wondering if you are usually on with another name and you realized you're logged into a different YouTube, and then you said hello using that one, and that's what the oops is for. That's my take on that, but I could be wrong. Which means it could be James. Nailed it. Okay, so that is part of like feeling energy. I was like, that's James. And it was. Somebody signed in on a different channel. And I literally just recognized that they were another person. Okay. Right. So okay. What they're thinking about the connection concerning you or any of it is 10 of Wands. There's another burden that somebody needs. They think you're not over somebody else. Whether you are or not, they think that you're not over somebody else, or they are trying, there's something in the way. They are trying to put it down. That is Libra dealing with fire sign. Hi, Dolly. All right, let's look into Libra if you're dealing with an earth sign. Would one of my lovely people just like write that in the chat so when people are coming in, they know what we're on? Please and thank you. I'm big on like reward. I'm a Leo Venus, so I like to give little things. So also if you moderate for me, there's usually little perks to that. Thank you. Okay. I'm wondering if this deck is done for now, only because I notice when it shuffles with some resistance for me, then usually like the cards. Yeah. Okay. Got one. No. I don't feel right. This deck is not done. Not that the card was bad, but okay, we're gonna do Libra. See, beautiful shuffle. I could do it, watch, not even looking. If you're reading, I try to listen to every signal, everything that universe is giving. So if you're just playing with cards for yourself to sharpen your own intuition and gifts, which I highly recommend, or you're a reader, that maybe that's just for me, but I feel like when the shuffle is even being problematic, that it's probably universe is like, you need a different deck because, you know, different decks have different illustrations, which are going to add different layers of the message. Okay, so how they feel about you if you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or strong 7th house placement, and you are dealing with an earth sign. Also, this could be for somebody who is an earth sign dealing with a Libra, you like it, I love it for you. Okay. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. Now, when I get the Three of Wands in reverse, my relationship with that card, especially around this subject, is that at some point they chose, and you might have been a sacrifice they made to make another choice, and they would like to redo that choice. So we are in a place where they are heavily thinking that, I just heard like it was always you, but for whatever reason in life, you know, and I often find that sometimes too, people can be hard on themselves about the choice that they made about like a person or whatever, but I find that had things worked out when they had the choices, had they chose you or however that went down, it might not have worked because everybody wasn't where they needed to be in life. So don't be hard on yourself if you're that person who was like, I had a choice and now I realize I should have chose the other thing. There was something else in that journey you took between then and now that was important. Okay. How do they feel about the chemistry with you? Libra dealing with an earth sign. How do they feel about the chemistry? Two of Swords upside down. Okay, so this is a very interesting reading. Libra, if you're dealing with somebody who has Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, the way they feel about the chemistry with you is like you don't give them a choice. When we have the Two of Swords upside down, for me, it's like such clarity and not almost feeling like there isn't a choice. Like it's so obvious, it's so called upon, because normally when we see the Two of Swords, there's a blindfold, which means it's not about yes or no. It's about closing your eyes to see the physical world and using your third eye to make this decision. So for me, once it's in reverse, once you see with that third eye, it doesn't feel like there were choices anyway. So when we're looking at this as a chemistry card, I want to say that their body reacts to you in a way that they don't feel like they have a choice. Okay. Okay. What they're thinking about you is they really, really, really want to contact you. Now, because the Eight of Wands is in the upright, I gotta tell you, yesterday we got the Eight of Wands in the reverse, which is like busted can of biscuits, because that's what I feel about the energy, and I will take a second to talk about that in a minute. Let me finish poor Libra and Earth that I feel like got interrupted a million times, as did Libra and Fire. Eight of Wands means you probably will hear from them soon. Because I feel like this person's having an epiphany and they're sitting with it and they're thinking about their approach. But I think you will hear from them, and they might be a little persistent when you do. The reason that I'm doing this way instead of because yesterday it was supposed to be in lieu of the normal check-in, but I felt like since I just did in-depth all 12 signs, there was no reason to do little check-ins, right? But the energy, I keep talking about self-love and radical acceptance because we had the sun move into a trine with Pluto in Aquarius, which is in retrograde, restructuring, rethinking, reevaluating, right? And that full moon, it was just a gorgeous, gorgeous full moon. And we're just, you know, we're kind of coming out of that energy, a little bit of that full moon, which was also conjunct the vertex, which is also talking to that 29-degree Neptune in Pisces, which is dreamy. It's the planet at its best, what it does at its highest function, without interrupt what its goal is, to be a planet of unconditional love. And so I thought now then Venus went into a trine, the I love you more conversation with Pluto. So like the change, the transformation and how somebody's thinking, because all of those planets coming in to make a trine are mercurial. They are in Gemini. And meanwhile, we have Venus, the planet of self-worth and attraction and how we value things, also making a trine with Pluto. So I think right now we're having a lot of like, oh, moments, valuing ourselves. It's also an amazing week to do radical self-acceptance for yourself. And I did a whole thing about that the Sunday before, and I talk about it in all 12 readings that are last week. The whole intro chunk part of the last Sunday's, not yesterday, the week before, talks a lot about the energy that we can harness to change our lives completely. And I mean that completely. Because there's things we can do to meet this energy right now that'll be life-changing. So I talk about that, but we also have, with all this mercurial energy, but all this talking to all the benefics, Jupiter is now in a trine with Pluto, and it'll stay there for a while. You know, not a month, but it'll stay there for a while. And it's going to be incredible. And then we have that the new moon in Gemini, gorgeous. The new moon in Gemini is conjunct. We have the moon, the sun, and Venus all at 16 degrees. It's beautiful. More Venusian energy coming in, which we could all freaking use. Again, very mercurial, very about our thoughts. Then that full moon in Capricorn comes in. And I'm telling you, we're going to be overwhelmed with emotion in that full moon. Like, think about full busting at the seams. So all of this energy ramping up is like a busted can of biscuits. And then July 2nd, Neptune goes retrograde. And everything will be clear. And then we have a new moon in Cancer, the mooniest moon. I'm telling you, we are ramping up for stuff to be understood, to come together, for divine relationships to like come in, for people to get healthy with their mindset using the Pluto and using the Venus. It's incredible. So I wanted to do this. What are they thinking about you? Because I like people, honestly, in my practice, on my page, my platform, I really want to talk about how you can deal with you, right? But it's good to check in on these things. And I just feel like we're going to get a lot of readings, and we did yesterday, that like there's more positive than you think there is. There's just not communication about it. And it's because people are finding their own self-esteem. If you are hearing my voice, I said this yesterday, if you are hearing my voice, if you are finding your way to my channel, then you're somebody who's on a big self-improvement journey, whether that's, and I recommend that you do that gently, because fuck shame and fuck judgment. But if you are healing, if you're doing inner child work, if you are listening to the words that come out of your mouth, or if you are reframing your reality first with your verbiage, and then your thoughts, if you are taking accountability for things, if you are starting to practice not judging others so that you don't judge yourself and shame yourself, if you are doing all of that and you are hearing my voice, means you are evolving. And it means you have recalibrated your own sense of worth and value. And that means other people who see that, you become instantly more attractive. And then it's going to inspire other people to make the journey to feel better about themselves so that they feel like they even can approach you. That can cause silence. I'm not wrong. Let's look at Libra. Now that I got all that out, let's look at Libra with another air sign. So this is Libra, either dealing with another Libra, an Aquarius, or Gemini. Okay. How do they feel about you? 2 cards came out. We're going to take the first one that popped. The 6 of Swords. They want to move towards you. They feel like wherever they are at, feels like choppy waters, and you energetically, mentally, emotionally, maybe physically, we'll find out in a second, feel like smooth waters. 6 of Swords is about leaving choppy waters for smooth waters. This one, they're in an airplane. And it for some reason looks like a hot air balloon and a little helicopter thing had a baby. This is the Steampunk Tarot. So it's not, we know it's not going, if there's a hot air balloon there, it's probably not going as fast as they would like it to, but they are trying to move towards you, Libra. This is Libra with air. It's funny you get a hot air balloon for that one. Okay. How do they physically feel? What was that first card? Wheel of Fortune. They feel physically like Wheel of Fortune. You might feel to them physically in their attraction to you. The chemistry itself. They might feel like they got the prize in the Cracker Jack box, to be honest. This is somebody who's super attracted to you. And literally, I remember, okay, I'm going to be very careful with my words because I almost just said, I don't feel that way about myself. To be self-deprecating, to make sure I wasn't sitting in ego. See, sometimes it's the small things. But I used to have somebody who said, I feel like I won the lottery. I feel like I got the lottery. And he meant everything. But this is somebody who feels like when they think about you physically, it's like winning the lottery. Like, look what I pulled. All right. Libra dealing with another air sign. What are they thinking right now about, like, towards the connection and you? What are they thinking about? That's a major arcana too. So they're like, hi, Maui Muse, 808. Ooh, doing that, 808. Okay. They're in hermit mode still. Which, I mean, if they were telling you what they were thinking, you wouldn't need me as a middleman. But there, again, this tracks, you know, when I took that break to explain that I feel like the energy is like a busted can of biscuits. Like things are busting at the seams, and we're going to get more answers when Neptune goes into retrograde. There is a full moon in Aquarius, which is the first full moon, which can often bring truths. But it is conjunct Pluto. So, and there's some other things going on, like we'll still be in the energy of Mars and Uranus. So, I feel like I need to look at the full moon in Pisces. That'll be happening in August. Maybe I'll do that. But the one in Pluto is a little tricky. I feel like anything that isn't healed in June or the beginning of July may take another break, or you may hear from somebody and things are going well and it may take another break at the end of July. I think by the end of August, things are gonna fully heal. And sometimes you want to give things that kind of time so that they heal properly, so you can stop doing the back and forth. And this is what I keep feeling like. People are like, I better go in and get my own shit straight before I approach them, because I don't want to do back and forth, because you know what? They are healed. They don't do the back and forth anymore. You can't pull them with a, what are you wearing at 12 o'clock at night anymore. I better get my shit straight. That's what they're thinking. All right, let's look at Libra with water. Okay, I have to screenshot that. Something just popped up on my screen, and I always feel like universe wants me to, I have a friend that has me paying attention to all timestamps now to do horary charts. And a date and a time just popped up. Like a message on my computer screen. When random things like that happen, write it down, screenshot it, take a picture with your phone. Okay, last look into Libra. What are they thinking, feeling? How do they feel about the chemistry? Looking into Libra dealing with a water sign. Of course, you could be the water sign dealing with a Libra if you like it. I love it for you. Okay, I feel like I'm not done yet. All right, hold on. I'm hearing Rolling Like a River from like Tina Turner. Don't know what that's about. Also, right before I went live, I was like sometimes I'll be singing songs and almost not realizing that I'm singing. Because I'll just like kind of flow into it. All right, I've got Neptune in the 3rd house. And while I was like getting my cards ready, cleansing my space, all of a sudden I realized I was singing I Drove All Night from Cyndi Lauper. Specifically, Is That All Right? Like, I drove all night to get to you. Is that all right? That part. Something, your kisses, your arm open wide. This fever inside is burning me up. This fever for you is burning me up inside. I don't know if that was for Libra with Cancer, but it might be, because the card that just flew out, it might have been for that last one. But I'm hearing Rolling Like a River, which doesn't make sense to me. So it's going to make sense to somebody else out there. I've learned to just let it all out, and you all can think I'm crazy, but somebody's always like, oh my God, that was for me. So, 6 of Swords came up again. So I do think that me remembering that I was singing that as I was getting ready is for this reading, because 6 of Swords would be, I drove all night to get to you. This person might be at a distance. This might be somebody who's either at a physical distance or an emotional distance. But they want to get to you. And this feels like a little different. Like the other one felt like they were moving towards you. This feels like this person almost feels urgency to get to you. This is Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Also, if you have strong 7th house placements and dealing with somebody who has water placements. Of course, it's helpful if you know more than the birthday of your person. I'm going to tell you all something. Here's a life hack. Of course, this is going to be like the guy backpacking on Friends story. So if somebody else that watches me hears that, they're going to be like, you like me. But anyway, if you want to get somebody's birth info, but you don't want to be like, yo, can I have your digits? Can I have the deets? You know, so I can have my friend or my astrologer look you up. If you just want to get their birth info, just be like, oh, there was a crazy story when I was born. You know, it was like the middle of the night and like, you know, my dad didn't want to get up and my mom thought it was Braxton Hicks again. Just like bring up, it doesn't even have to be true, but like bring up a story that makes it like the middle of the night or whatever, like, you know, and see if you can conjure a conversation about like around the time that somebody might have been born during the day. Because once you have the birthday, that's the other, you have the birthday in the general area of where they're from. It, at least, you know, I can't give you house cusps unless you have an exact time and they want to give it to you. But if you have around the time of day, we can at least know what moon they are. Just saying. I'm a very forward person. To the point that once somebody asked me on a date and I was like, do you know what I do for a living? Have I asked you for your birth info? It's just terrible. That's terrible, but that is my defense mechanism. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm very honest and blunt, so I would just ask. But if you're a little shyer about asking, that's my method that I give clients. It works. They get it. Okay. What do they think about your... Yeah, it's because you're an Aries rising, babe. Of course, you just ask. But if you're a little shyer and you don't want somebody to know that you're interested yet. Okay. They like your pretty little mouth. They like what comes out of it. They like how it makes them feel. I mean, it's not even 1 o'clock in the afternoon, people, and I've already... yeah. They, 8 of Wands is put you up against a wall. Fast and furious. That's how they physically feel. I love all these comments saying I'm very direct. If they don't want to give it, then they're not right for me, because that matters. Like the astrology, all of that. I'm not hiding that I'm into. I 1000% agree. What I'm saying is if you are kind of interested in somebody and maybe they're a little... This is maybe a me thing and I should shut up, but like, and they're already expressing interest and you don't want to encourage them until you see how that's going to work. And so you don't want to let them know yet just because you want to keep your cards to your chest about your feelings. I'm probably talking to water signs right now, maybe some earth, but definitely water signs. I love the Aquarius and the Geminis and the Aries energy being like, I just ask people. Yeah, no. Okay. I just want one water to sign, be like, I get that. Okay. How they're thinking about the situation is the 2 of Wands. They're trying to make a decision. Not gonna lie, there may be somebody else they're trying to pull away from. I don't know that okay, there's for a few of you, I'm just going to give this because it's coming in. What they have with the other person is commitments. Like they have things they're supposed to do with them, go to a wedding with them, or do something. Like there's a family reunion or something coming up that way where they're expected to be with this person around other things, and like this is going to cause a little bit of a shakeup. But they're very aware that while this is the harder thing to do. You know, sometimes we villainize a third party, and that's not necessarily the truth. I always say be careful about even quasi-settling, because the person that curls your toes, universe will bring them to you. That's what this kind of feels like, Libra. It feels like you make them crazy. And if they're a water sign and if they've committed to somebody else, they're going to be reluctant to kind of like shake all that up until they know. I don't even know if this has ever really gotten physical, but everything about you makes them want to run towards you. I mean, we have wands and we have that Six of Swords, and I was hearing that song. All right, let me switch the decks. Let's look at Scorpio. I'm almost scared. All right, let's look at Scorpio. For Scorpios, and I'm not scared of Scorpio, and I'm not, it has nothing to do with like me. It's just that I've been getting a lot of readings doing these with the chemistry card, where it's almost like I'm blushing. So I'm sure with Scorpio that's going to go interesting, because Scorpios are like magnet. They're like sex on the stick. So like, you know, everybody's having those thoughts. So it's going to be interesting to see what the chemistry thoughts are. Okay. I just want to say what I said about like on the low getting somebody's deets without like verbally just saying I want the deets. It's a Venn diagram. Nobody's right. And they're like the people who are like, this is who I am and I ask for it. That's 100% right. I'm just a curious person, so I ask. That's 100% right. Also, if you want to like not show your cards, then that's probably what's right for you. So there's zero judgment on how you go about that. Okay. Let's look at we're looking at Scorpio with a fire sign. It's funny because Scorpio is a water sign, right? So let's look at that. It's water, it's fixed, right? I often equate it to an iceberg, just the tip. That's all you're getting. A lot of stuff is underneath, and it's fixed, right? Fixed water is ice. But when we look at, that's the element and the modality. But when we look at the polarity, it falls within, you know, the feminine polarity, but then it's ruled by two very fiery, strong signs. So they are a walking contradiction within themselves. They're often not a walking contradiction to other people unless other people have to extrapolate what they think Scorpio means by the way they walk, talk, the things they say, because they can be a bit enigmatic. They can be a bit mysterious. So people often will decide what the Scorpio actually means if Scorpio's not saying what Scorpio does, just the tip, right? So it's a very interesting sign, but inside the Scorpio, lives that Pluto and that Mars energy all the time. I find it funny how pop astrology is so just incredibly reductionary. Like, this sign's a bad guy, this sign's a crybaby, this sign's an overthinker. Like, that is so reductionary to what those signs are. All right, let's Scorpio with fire. What are they feeling about you? Ace of Pentacles. Now, this came out sideways. So they feel like you're somebody that not only do they want to start with, but they could have a new start. I feel like maybe Scorpio is just trying to trust themselves, if this is coming out sideways, about whether they can offer that. Because in this particular Ace of Pentacles, I want to say, like, they want to offer you a new start, which means you could have been dealing with this person already. All right, let's see. What Scorpio with fire is what Scorpio with fire is feeling about the chemistry. Where the heck did that card go? It was the Ten of Pentacles. I saw it when it flew, but I literally cannot. I think it flew all the way underneath the desk, and my desk probably weighs like 200 pounds, so we're not moving that. So it was the Ten of Pentacles. So if they feel like you are their happy ending physically, there's a couple of things there. This is why I was like, uh-oh, Scorpio. I mean, can I just say happy ending and then I don't have to explain the rest? Two things. It's either just happy ending, which means, there's somebody that's got to go like baseball, 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 baseball when they're with you. And if you know, you know. Or I fucking knew. Of course. Or they feel like you're the person they would never get bored of you. So this may be somebody, if it's a fire sign dealing with Scorpio, or you're the fire sign dealing with Scorpio, they feel like they could have the rest of their lives, they would never be bored, like in the bedroom with you ever. Ten of Pentacles. But that, yeah. I always say, it's funny because I think one of the first times, like when I was starting to go live, and I got the happy, I said 10 of Pentacles is like my happy ending card. And it was meant in like a, oh, look how nice, blended family, the stability, the home, right? But I'm pretty sure I shot off a comment because I made that like, what Scorpio doesn't love a happy ending. But it was the 10 of Pentacles. So that has extra meaning. That it's so Scorpio with fire. That's how they physically feel about you. You know, baseball, baseball, baseball. That's as much explanation. I'm sure you would all love for me to really over-explain that, but I won't. Should be like an OnlyFans for that. No, thank you. What are they thinking about the entire situation. And now we're going to be done with this deck because there's a card under the table. Okay. Fire sign is got two different, right? There's the part of them that feels like they are captivated by you, but they can't get out of their head about you. But if they can't get out of their head, I don't know if they're putting action towards it. Again, the Ace of Pentacles came out sideways. So this is somebody who's like torturing themselves about whether to offer you something or not, Scorpio. Okay, this deck has to go like somewhere where it won't grab it and use it. I know myself. I have flaws. I try not to make denial one of them. I will forget and grab that and use it, and it's missing the Ten of Pentacles, which is... We don't want to deny somebody their happy ending just because it's under the table. Okay. Okay. Scorpio with Earth. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, 8th house, strong placements, dealing with somebody who has Earth energy. How do they feel about you? Okay. King of Swords, they feel like you are truthful, which you will often get with a Scorpio. They feel like you just deal in facts. And it's funny because the King of Swords doesn't speak just to hear themselves speak. They only speak when they have something to say. So Scorpio and King doesn't mean man. It's just an energy of like maturity, and probably when you speak Scorpio, this Earth sign is like, it's probably the way you speak. It's just for them. Okay. Let's look at chemistry. 6 of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, as Gemma says. Again, this is like feeling like when they have you physically, or just having you attracted to them physically, feels like a victory, and they would like to be very public about it. They would like to show you off. Even if you're not like, I don't see, I'm stopping myself. Verbiage is so important. Even if you don't think that you're what is like trending aesthetically, that everybody in the world would want that, they think that you're so sexy, and it's probably partially your mind. They just assume everybody wants you the way they want you, and they want you to, and this is, you know, this is a good kind of matching energy for Scorpio. They kind of want to claim you, because Scorpio doesn't mind claiming somebody. If they really want you, they would like to claim you. Hands off their person. So this person feels the same way about you, Scorpio. I mean, I don't know if you feel that way about them, but they feel that way about you. And let's get what they're thinking about the connection right now. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. They are thinking Ace of Pentacles, new start. They would like to offer a new start to you. Let's look at Scorpio with an air sign. Scorpio with an air sign. Okay, nope. We need it flying all the way out. Scorpio with an air, flew back in. Scorpio with an air sign. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Are we done with this deck? Nope. Okay. Ooh, 3 fell out. Donna, welcome. We're just doing Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or 8th house placements, strong 8th house placements. And then how does this air sign feel about you, the chemistry, and the connection? What do they think of the connection? This came out sideways. It's the Two of Cups. It's my favorite card for love. How do they feel about you? They're going back and forth in their head, just like an air sign. It's like they know you're their other half. They're like their person, their match. And then they think themselves out of it. Again, you could switch this around. But Scorpio, this air sign, this is interesting. How do they feel about you, chemistry? Okay. We have the Hermit in reverse. If this air sign is a little bit more shy or reserved or like a lights off, under the sheets kind of person, not with you. As a chemistry card, as a physical chemistry card, the Hermit in reverse is definitely going to be like not as shy, and willing to try new things with you, or you might evoke the interest of kind of exploring things. Let's do what they're thinking about the connection. What is the air sign thinking about the connection? I already think there's overthinking because that Two of Cups came out sideways. Page of Swords. They're watching you. They're overthinking and they're watching you. I feel like, again, it's very interesting with Scorpio because Scorpio can be very magnetic regardless of what they look like. They can be very magnetic. And so this person may be kind of looking to see if they have competition. I feel a little insecurity in this person because they would have been more, without you, they would be a little bit more shy, lights off, under the covers kind of person. And that can be lots of things. And also that Two of Cups, like thinking themselves out of you being their match. Okay, and the last Scorpio, we're doing Scorpio now with water. Scorpio, how does water sign feel about you? The moon. Talking to the moon. Trying to get to you. It's funny, normally there's a lobster or like a scorpion in the moon card. That is a crab. So this might be, especially if you are a Scorpio dealing with a Cancer, but it's any of the water signs because it's the moon and that's also Pisces. And normally there's Scorpion, which would be Scorpio. It's so funny that this card would come out. They feel like you are their truth. I would think that they feel like this is a little bit at a distance. But I would think that they feel connected to you regardless of distance, because when we think about the moon being available to everybody in every spot in the world, there's a song, God help me, from American Tail, The Tale of Five Little Mouse Goats, with Linda Ronstadt about, I can't remember, but it was like, are you looking at the same moon? You all don't need to hear me sing the song, but something about the moon and them looking at this, like being separate, but looking at the same moon and like feeling each other's energy. So this is very, very connected. Linda Ronstadt, something about the moon, and it's from the American Tail movie. That's, I want to say that's like 87, 88. Oh, it's old. Actually, one of the members here put on their Facebook about like it, Back to the Future, when he's like in the 80s and he goes back to the 50s. It's the same as going back to like 1995 now. And I was like, that hurt. So 88 is a long time ago, yeah. Okay. How they feel about you physically is 9 of Cups. They feel better about their self-esteem. They feel like you are wish fulfillment in bed, and physical just chemistry. This is very, very like, this is very psychic. This is very spiritual connection. This is very like the energy of it. You're their wish fulfillment. It might be that you guys want all the same things and react to the same things. Because, you know, we all kind of have like things that were like, that just took me all the way out of this mood, you know? And then we have things that just heighten the mood. And depending on like gosh, like your traumas, your likes, your dislikes, your dealings with exes that just did things that like you, for now, that's ruined for the rest of your life. It feels like in this thing, you like intuitively just kind of avoid the things that would be mood killing, and naturally, without having to ask, do the things that would be mood enhancing. Look, I found a perfectly PG way to say that. I'm so proud of me. All right. What are they thinking about the connection? Scorpio with water. I don't know how you all deal with me, quite honestly. All right. The 5 of Swords. They feel like they already have what, like, they collect, like, they're just kind of waiting. They feel like they have what you need, what you want. You know what I'm hearing? You know that sound bite? Like, don't look at him, look at me. Don't look at him. He doesn't have what you need. Look at me. I feel like Scorpio, this person may be confused as to why all of this incredible energy isn't working out. And they may be like going back to the drawing board. It's a corny thing, but that's what I'm hearing. To like figure out a new approach. Because they're standing here like, I did all the things. Because when you have the 5 of Swords, it means like you kind of, no one else is engaged but you anymore. Everybody else is like, everything is walked, like you won, you did the things. But it feels like they're either just waiting for you to realize that, or they're going back to the drawing board too. Aw, thank you, Donna. That's very sweet. I'm glad it's resonating for you. I feel like Spirit will get you to the messages, universe will get you to the messages and to the readers. And sometimes we outgrow other readers. When I started like really, really watching, I want to say back in like 2018, 19, like readers on YouTube, because there was no TikTok, really was not the place for that. Neither was like Instagram or Facebook. There's only 2, and then that I regularly, only one that I will look for monthly. two that I will check in when a second one I will check in for, and the other two I check in like maybe 2-3 times a year. Everybody else, I feel very like I outgrew those kind of readings. I always feel about readers like I do about the Harry Potter books, although I don't love J.K. Rowling's personal beliefs. But I want to say this. When she wrote those books, she knew where her readers were at when she wrote the first book, and she understood that they had changed and evolved by the time she wrote the last book. And so I try to like move with the community, but sometimes some of you will outgrow me, and sometimes some of you will have outgrown other readers and be more interested in, you know, what can you do about it? Like, where's your power in the situation? And how can I increase feeling like I have power in this situation? Okay. We are looking at Sagittarius. And let's first look at Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, 9th house placements. And what fire signs, other fire signs may feel about you, the chemistry, and think about the connection. What's with the floor today? Okay. Let's see if we can do this. This is interesting because I want to say when we did Leo, when we did Libra with fire, it was also this card. Hold on. Listen, I 100% work from home. What's going on beyond the shirt is not always public fodder. So when I'm bending over, you're welcome, Donna. Thank you. I hope you'll come back. Sagittarius fire signs think you're the shit up in this bitch. We have a high priestess. First of all, they understand that you are Sagittarius and you know things. They're a little like mesmerized by the idea that like you understand things, you understand them, you understand the world. You seem kind of informed, whether that's actual, you know, words on a paper and things going on in the world informed, or whether you just seem like informed about energy. So, and you know, with the ship in the skirt here, and there's like a quiet understatement about that high priestess, where the other high priestess card we pulled was kind of like, I know I'm the shit up in this bitch. This is a more quiet, they think that you are lovely, male or female, and they're impressed by you. The high priestess is impressive. Okay. How do they feel about you chemistry-wise? Okay. Chemistry-wise, they feel about you like the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles for me is an upgrade. It's a promotion. It's an upgrade. What's interesting about this Three of Pentacles is that we have two things that are not like the other. This might be like an odd couple kind of thing. I don't know if you can see it, but the incredible Teresa that's on in my community often. She's in membership. I'm trying to get one of those little picture lights, but there's no like nothing to plug it in there. So I'm trying to get like a battery operated one for over that. She drew me the Lover's card from this deck actually, which is my favorite Lover's card. This deck embraces like that people don't have to look, or you know, other people might not understand a connection, but it's there's a uniqueness that's so special between you two. Nobody else has to understand it. I can't find it right away. Maybe it'll come out for this reading. The Lovers has not come out in anybody's reading yet. We are on Sagittarius, so there is only 3 more signs, and no one has gotten the Lovers card. But the 3 of Pentacles means that is an upgrade. It's a celebration. It's a promotion. So in a relationship card, in a chemistry card, they may feel like odd man out in a lot of other situations. They may feel like chemistry is not easy to come by, but they feel it with you, Sagittarius. What do they think about? What do they think about the connection and you? Two of Wands. Who else got that? Two of Wands. They're trying to, you again might be at a distance. Again, we have somebody looking at the moon, but they feel such a passionate pull towards you. There's something, and I don't think that you know what this thing is. And maybe you'll find out during all of this, like, Jupiterian, Mercurial, Plutonian vibe we're having right now with Aquarius and Gemini. Maybe that information will come to you. I feel like maybe it will, actually, Sagittarius. And if it doesn't come to you in a material way, it will come to you the way that Sagittarius gets a lot of information, and it will then be confirmed later. Yeah. They feel very passionately about you. They're just trying to make a decision. And I don't think we're supposed to know what that is, because I feel like if we knew what it was that they were trying to decide between, I don't think it's another person, like the way I did in the other reading. I don't think it's another person, but I think that, like, we're not supposed to know what the other pull is, because we're not supposed to, like, trying to tip the scales in our favor is what I'm hearing. Because Sagittarius would have the ability to do that. It needs to be organic on their end so that it's solid moving forward. Ooh, that came in strong. Yeah. I don't even think you're supposed to intuit, which you probably could. Okay. Let's get Sagittarius and Earth. Sagittarius dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. How do they feel about you, Six Cups? Now, this Six of Cups has an adult looking at children. So for me, this is very much about, like, healing. So 1, they feel like you're a soulmate, and 2, they feel like you just kind of naturally heal their shit, which is big. That's a big, big energy. I mean, Six of Cups, where it's like 2 childhood sweethearts, the longing cup, that's when I see, like, more longing. I don't see longing this way, but I do see very healing. There's something about you that feels safe and divinely guided, to be honest. How many people with Sagittarius placements do I have? If you're not in the chat right now, you can tell me in the chat. But if you're listening in the replay, please leave me a comment. Actually, leave me a comment about what your Sun, Moon, and Venus are. I'm very, very curious, like, for the demographic. I wish YouTube would give me those analytics. I know in like membership and a lot of the community, even if they're not membership, I know a lot of their placements from doing lives and whatnot, but I don't know everybody's off the top of my head. So please leave me a comment if you're rewatching this. I would love that so much. What they feel about you chemistry wise is Queen of Cups. You make them feel taken care of. You make them feel, again, there's such a thing of like Sagittarius, you're making this earth sign feel safe and secure, which is super important to earth signs. This is beautiful. All right, Sagittarius, what I'm dealing with Earth, what are they? Okay, Five of Pentacles. If you haven't been talking to this person, they're really thinking about reaching out. Five Pentacles doesn't, it is my, I thought about you right away when I thought about who in the chat has Sagittarius. Okay, we're looking at Sag with, once you become a part of the community, I kind of know you like that. Sag with air, the Sun card. I don't think this has come up in any other reading for any of the 12 signs, for any of the 3 parts. You're their joy. They feel like they can be themselves with you. They can be an odd duck with you, is what I'm hearing. I almost want to say that... Hello, Shauna. I almost want to say that this is somebody who maybe doesn't smile at everybody else. I want to say that they have a little bit of a resting bitch face or a resting asshole face. You make them smile. Almost begrudgingly. A Sagittarius dealing with an air sign. Okay. Talking to the moon. Trying to get to you. I don't know why that song is coming back. How do they feel about the chemistry? Okay. 3 of Swords came out in reverse. When we get that for chemistry, again, I feel this person is like creme brulee, Sag. They're letting you into places they don't let people in. And they might, if I'm being honest, have some trauma in that department. And you feel very healing. The 3 of Swords in reverse. Star card is healing. 6 of Cups, if it's an adult and a child, very healing. But in my relationship with tarot, no card is more deeply healing, like, than the 3 of Swords in reverse. And if you can heal that most private, intimate part of them, this is big. I feel like they shut people out, but not you. Okay. I know this deck is done because it's just problematic to shuffle. Oh my God, Two of Wands again. This is the third time we've gotten this card for this space, for these readings, because I'm telling you, the energy is like a busted can of biscuits. Everybody's having aha moments. Everybody is being informed by the Mercury and the Pluto, and that Sag moon is so informational and truthful. So it's like they're getting the physical evidence that's life-changing, and they're getting the knowing. And that energy is just going to softly, slowly like morph into that Gemini new moon, which again is 16 degrees and conjunct Venus. Okay. Sagittarius, if you are dealing... No, I'm going to use a different deck because I listen. I'm also hungry. I remember cookies today. I make mine with dark chocolate and pecans. I don't like sweet chips. And then I put Himalayan salt on the top. But I made it myself, so there's no processed crap. Okay. I'm going to use the Night Goddess Tarot to finish off Sagittarius. That's what she said. Okay. How do they feel about you? We have the Nymph of Swords. It's funny, this should be a Page of Swords, but I wanted to grab this deck. I had another deck in my hand, and I thought, no, this is the one I want. So she's spicy. I'm moving the card purposely because I don't want a violation. This water sign, I could be wrong, but it feels like with this Nymph of Swords, and the little ball of knowing or universe or whatever that is, and the way they're looking down like this, it feels like their water sees your Sagittarian knowing. And so they're going to move slowly, and they're going to like get in with their words, but they love the exchange. There is something about how y'all exchange that is like spicy. I also think that, you know, Sagittarius can be an attractive person. They tend to be outgoing. Somebody who knows their shit, especially as we all heal and get older, that becomes more attractive than any physical feature. Oh, the room just spun. I mean, I'm drinking my coffee with the protein and the coconut cream in it. Like, I'm eating my cookie. I had breakfast. I have zero reason for the room to just completely spin like that when I said that. They understand that people approach you many different ways, but that they know how to approach you. Oof. Okay. Water with Sag. Like, I'm going to give you the whole world with 5 very carefully chosen, cultivated words, rather than throw everything at you and try to impress you. All right. How they feel about you and your chemistry. And we have... This deck drives me crazy. Hold on. Yeah. It's the Hangman in reverse. It's the meditation. I know the numbers. I'm doing my own tarot deck, but I don't know why this deck always throws me off. Okay. So we have, it's called the meditation card in here. If you know, you know, if you've been in my community a while, you know, when a hangman comes up in reverse for me, it's time. So they, chemistry wise, feel like, I don't know, you might be holding back. Or you're the water sign and you're holding back and they're the Sagittarius, but they cannot physically get to you fast enough. What are they thinking about the connection? Like, what are their thoughts around you and the connection? Like, what they want that to be. It's an Ace of Cups. Sag and water sign sitting in a tree. They love you. They feel like you are the person. Can't really read that any other way. Maybe somebody else could, but I can't. It would be disrespecting the relationship that I built very hard with my God. So, all right, let's look at, we are on Capricorn. What a way to end Sag. Capricorn. What does a fire sign think, feel, chemistry? Shawnee, can you tell my friend Axel that we're not getting mail? Like, I can't check my mail until after Tuesday. I feel like he needs to know that. That was a wow? Okay. I'm trying to think. You don't have any Sag. You have 9th house placements. Okay. Capricorn, how the fire sign feels about you. I think this is very funny. First of all, I'm trying to make sure that I read this card right because it's the 8 of Pentacles. But that's not an emotional feeling. I want to say right away it's Capricorn. They feel like you work too fucking much. But that's not it. When I get the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse for a relationship, I feel like it's about the relationship. Doesn't even feel like work. They feel like they have to work to get towards you. They don't feel like you're an easy get. They might have to like up their game to approach you, get you, procure you is the word I'm hearing. I like big words and I cannot lie. I feel like they know that they have to like, look at that, like grow their own self to be able to offer you something. Because you're just not, I don't feel like they think that you're an easy get is what I keep hearing. Okay. What do they think about the chemistry with Capricorn? 2 of Cups. Capricorn, if this fire sign has physically been with you already, there hasn't been anyone. If this is a situation that's gone out of function and is, you know, now thinking about coming back, there's been no replacement for you. That Two of Cups is like, not only that, they feel like it just goes to another level. Okay. The World card, how they think about the situation. They know being with you is life-changing. Again, this feels like they feel a soul connection, but externally they feel like, and in their brain, they feel intimidated, Capricorn. That is what I'm getting for fire. Listen, if you can intimidate a fire sign, I almost want to say congratulations. All right, let's look at Capricorn with Earth, with another Earth sign. So Capricorn with another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I'm hearing Ray Charles, and I can't put my finger on the name of the song, and I can't even get like full lyrics. I'm hearing the melody and I'm hearing his voice. Say hello, I can hardly speak, my heart is beating so. I don't know the rest of it. That is all I can get. And I certainly don't sound like Ray Charles, so good luck figuring that one out. If you figure that out, leave me a comment. Okay, how they feel about you, Capricorn, how the other Earth is the star. So I keep hearing 1026, bitch. I'm a motherfucking star. I know that's probably not the right thing, but you know what I mean. If you do, and if you don't, you won't. So this is the healing card. This is wish fulfillment. It's a beautiful, beautiful card to have somebody feel that way about you. Capricorn with another Earth. How do they, oh my God, this is all major arcana. How do they feel about you chemistry-wise? The Sun. Again, I think we're dealing with somebody who has been through some shit and they're more of a creme brulee. To get that for the chemistry card, it means they don't feel bright and sunny by themselves or with other people often. And to get the healing card, this is deep. This is deep. What do they think about the connection? Capricorn with another Earth sign. Knight of Swords. They want in and tell you something. They want to run in and tell you something, but they almost want to like drop it and not stay for your reaction. There is nervousness. I feel like we're dealing with somebody who has anxiety here, the other Earth sign. They also feel like you don't have all the information. All right, I'm changing out. something's sitting with me in that last. I kind of want to do a full reading just on that. I can't, but I want to. And by the way, if you want a full reading, private reading, looking into like your exact placements, your exact situation, your exact astrology, your person's exact astrology, synastry, any of that, that is all in the description box. My throat feels closed up. I don't know what I'm getting into here. Capricorn with an air sign. I feel like I'm about to like read for the battle royale. Don't know what that means. I almost feel a little nervous reading this one. I don't want to put that. I don't want to put that on the reading. I don't want to put that on the reading. Okay, how do they feel about you? Four of Wands. They feel like it's divine. It almost is like you might be resisting. Someone in this situation here is resisting while the other one is like pushing themselves forward, and they know that you are there. This sounds so corny and so woo-woo and so dramatic. And while I'll cop to corny, I try not to be overly of the other two, especially the third. I feel like this is almost a battle for your soul. I don't know how to say that other than I'm saying it. And I don't know if this person has been very persistent, which almost feels like, okay, chill out. Ooh, Capricorn. And I just got dizzy again. Y'all see me eating the cookie and drinking the protein coffee. Starting to make my own protein drink stuff out of the whey that is left over when I make cheese. I'm that far down the rabbit hole. How they think about you physically is the Queen of Swords, like chemistry. In the upright, that means that you could talk them out of their skin, let alone their clothes. And when you speak truthfully, Capricorn, and like confidently, which Capricorn can do, you could recite the phone book and it would turn them on. It's the way that you do it. What they think about the situation, the Four of Cups, I think that they don't think that you're available to them. They don't feel like they can get you right now. Universe is trying to show them a way, but for some reason, they think that you're like this. Oh, I just got a chill. Oh, that was, I knew before I read it. I don't know if you guys, you probably can't see that. It is every little, I don't have a lot of hair on my arm, but complete chicken skin, and it's 70 something and sunny outside. So like, that's not because I'm cold. All right, Capricorn with water. Call back all my power to me now from anyone using it without my permission, and reject any energy that and release that isn't mine to carry or in my hands. Good, thank you. Capricorn and water, how they feel about you, the Four of Swords. They feel like this situation is on spiritual rest. If you are not hearing from this person, they are waiting for things to change because they're not willing to risk. They don't feel like it's right. It's such a water sign thing to do. They feel like if they approach you now, it could fuck everything up. They may have tried before. but it's spiritual rest. They're like either waiting for you to like integrate some lessons and awakening, or they're doing that right now. Oof. All right, let's see what they feel about you physically. Water sign with a Capricorn. Queen of Pentacles. If I'm reading for you, Capricorn, and there's something you don't like about your body, I promise you this person does. In this placement, that card means A, you're a giver. 2, you show up with all the goods every time. Does not matter the situation. You could be in the car. You could be in a Four Seasons hotel. You could be in the most romantic, comfortable situation, or you could be on the side of a building and you're bringing it. The other thing is that chemistry-wise, you make them feel safe. You make them feel safe, but she's also wearing like devil horns. But they're made out of tree branches. Like, it's like they can be wicked with you because they also feel safe with you to be wicked. Yeah, this is, again, somebody, this water sign, and again, such a water sign thing. Like, if a water sign's usually, like, convinced you're their person, then it's hard to convince them out of that because they're feeling it. They're not just thinking it. Okay. Let's look at what they think about the situation. They're watching you. They're watching to see, they might be watching to see if somebody else has moved out of, I don't know if this is like competition or whatever. They think it's their competition, but they are watching you and they're, look, they are like literally listening to see when the right time to come is in now. That makes perfect sense with that Four of Swords. They will approach you, but they're like waiting for the time to be perfect spiritually and in your environment. Okay. Let's look at Capricorn with, nope, that was it. Capricorn, right? Now we're going to do Aquarius. Let's switch decks. And I'll agree. Naked cards. All right. And a reminder, if you're watching this and you're a member, 5:30 live today, and then there'll be one more tomorrow. Get your, if you haven't already been on one of the membership lives, there has been 2. You can hop on. I'm going to pull up your chart, answer a question, pull cards. And that includes if you are 6 months at the first level. You don't usually do like the Zooms, the Astro Zooms or anything, but this is your thank you. So you are welcome. And even if you are not in for 6 months and you are at the first level, you're still welcome, and I will still pull a card. Okay. Aquarius, how fire sign feels about you is you are balance for them. And I cannot tell you how much that makes sense if you're a fire sign dealing with an Aquarius. And the thing is that if we look at this Two of Pentacles, That's not perfectly balanced. One is a little bit more up, but it still feels like balance. Like it's okay to be them. And Aquarius is certainly going to make it be okay. Okay, what do they feel about the physical relationship with you? What do they feel about the chemistry? And it doesn't have to be like it got physical, because who was that? The one card, like you could just be speaking about paint colors and it would turn them on because there's something vibrational, right? So it doesn't always Two of Cups. That's how they feel about the chemistry. And they're exchanging the cups, which means they think that you are a giver, and like they're probably a giver, Aquarius, and it's the first time they feel like that's been like even Steven for them. What are they thinking about the connection? Aquarius with a fire sign. Queen of Pentacles. They think you're a very, very good partner. I always say, if you're going to pull a card for like I always think Queen of Pentacles is the best partner. Again, because she knows she is the abundance. This person knows they are the abundance. And they'll help you build it all up. And if it burns down, they'll help you build it all up again. They're not there for, I don't think the Queen of Pentacles is there for the money. They understand abundance in a different way. They're survivors and they're positive people. I'm going to venture to say, unless the next 3 Aquarius or one of the 4 Pisces readings pulls better, that this is the most like positive, like super nice reading so far. Okay. All right, so now I don't know what that was about. Aquarius dealing with an earth sign. Aquarius dealing with earth. I was also saying before, if you're just listening to Aquarius, because I know you're not listening. Everybody's not listening to every sign. We need more moderators. I need more moderators because one of my moderators is my daughter, and she got a job out of the house, which she's excited about. But she may sometimes not be here on Sundays and other days where I'm doing like heavily time-stamped readings. And there'll be perks in that. If anybody's up to that. So we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. This person's you make them want to like let go of old attachments, which means you make them want to grow as a person. They may not feel like they're fully ready for you yet until they work on some more stuff. Aquarius is not a detached cold sign. They are the masterclass in not having unhealthy attachments. And I think being around you, Aquarius, this earth sign is realizing they may have too many attachments, which can be a little earth signy. Not always, but sometimes, depending on the placements, what house, how they're talking to the other planets, what their life has been like. Okay. No, it's okay, Shauna. Like, no, I can't, as the channel grows, I definitely need more than 3 anyway. But you can't all. I need to replace Emily. Also as a food tester. It's another story for another time. How they feel about you chemistry wise is this 5 of Swords. This is a very interesting chemistry card, Aquarius. I think they're actually convinced that they're the best for you, the best match in chemistry. They feel like they have some work to do, but they feel like they're okay taking the time. Okay, wow. It feels like they can pull back and take the time to like do their own journey with attachment that you've inspired, because no one's going to come along that's going to match them the way they match you. Earth sign's a little cocky, also a little earth signy, depending on the placement, the house, the aspects, and the life journey. All right, and what are they thinking about you? They think they would like to come, they will come to you when they feel like they can stand in complete truth about themselves and be attractive, but they definitely think that like this situation with both of you brings like the most evolved, mature energy of like being honest with who you are and who they are. I just think that they are waiting. They're not worried. They don't think anyone else is going to come along that's going to fill that slot the way they do. That's what she said. Yeah, but they think it's like the ultimate in like you can grow together because you'll both be honest with each other and about yourselves while you're with each other. That came in very clear. Okay. Okay. Whoop, the Lover's card just showed. No one has gotten the Lover's card at all. Like, at all. These are so hard to shuffle this way because it's such a big deck. Hard to fit in my little hands. Okay, Aquarius. Dealing with another air sign. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, 11th house placements. Dealing with somebody who has air sign energy. So another Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Or you could be the Libra or Gemini or other Aquarius dealing with Aquarius. Nope, nothing keeps coming out. Are we done with this deck? I'll try one more time. Nope, here we go. What did I just say? Sag got the Lover's card. Sag got the Two of Cups. No one's gotten the Lover's card because I've been keeping track, but Aquarius just did. Aquarius with another air sign. How do they feel about you? They feel like they've done this with you in every lifetime, that you evoke change in them, that you are a divine counterpart, that if they could choose you, they would choose you in every lifetime. The Lovers doesn't always pan out that way, but it does in this reading because of the placement. When you assign a very specific energy to the card, Aquarius dealing with another air sign. How do they feel about your chemistry? The Strength card, Leo. So one, you probably feel like when you guys are together, you feel stronger together, but also like they want to peacock a little bit with you. In other words, they want to show you off also. And you probably make them feel like a little bit of a lion in bed. Like confidence. Okay. How are they thinking about the situation? The Star card. Wish fulfillment, healing, I'm going to hold the card like that because of obvious reasons, because I don't want violations, because it's YouTube, and I have ads, but it's the way that, like, whatever they learn from you and the connection with you, they get to, like, marinate with that, with their foot in the water. Like, Aquarius, you guys are getting, like, the nicest readings, and I feel like I loved the Aquarius readings when I did the deep dives too. So if you're an Aquarius and you didn't go listen to that reading, it's under the lives instead of under the regular videos where it would normally be. Half of me wants to give them a second life because YouTube does not push out lives the way they do, like, recorded and edited with intros and outros and all that stuff. So I may just, like, separate them because I did, like, all three, like, earth sign live, fire, like, air lives. So I might separate them all and put them back out. That's beautiful. Okay. This was a problematic shuffle, so we're done. Nope, I already used that deck. We have not used this deck at all for any of these. Okay, and this is such an Aquarian deck. All right, using the Starman Tarot. Beautiful shuffle. This is the deck. Aquarius with water, and then we're on to Pisces. Aquarius with water. How they feel about you, the Queen of Wands. You help them get their groove back. They feel like you are powerful, creative, passionate. How they feel about you chemistry-wise, Ace of Swords. So, like, there's a space here between Aquarius and the water sign where words aren't necessary. It's like you're communicating telepathically. And when you're doing that, with any kind of, like, sexual chemistry, it's super, it reaches them places that otherwise can't be reached physically. It like fills their whole body. It's a whole other level. I did. Right, that last one was aqua with air. Okay. What do they think about this connection? It's okay. It's one. The world. They know that this changes everything for both of you. Phil doesn't just, like, obviously, like, if you're going into a new relationship, somebody is going to change some stuff, but it also feels like, I want to say this moves into, like, how your kids will even react to, like, it changes everything environmentally because your healthy, potential healthy relationship, if this comes together and stays like this, has residual positive effects on everything. is not so shabby for Sagittarius. If I missed one, if I somehow missed Sag with Earth or missed, I know I did Sag with Fire, then you guys all let me know and I will make sure I get it. All right. We're going to do Pisces. I'm grabbing my Stranger Things. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or 12th house placements with Fire. Wheel of Fortune. That's the Wheel of Fortune. It's the Lego, my ego card. Yeah. This is another one, when I get this for these kind of readings, it just feels like they feel like they won the lottery with you. They feel like you are. It's like it's their good fortune. Okay, so with this too, Pisces, I feel like this fire sign feels like, and this is too much pressure, and I don't agree with putting this kind of pressure. I don't agree with putting people on a pedestal. If you want to ask me why I say that, I can tell you, but I don't want to interrupt this channel. They feel like you are the reward for the shit they have been through. What do they think about the chemistry? What do they think about the chemistry? Eight of Swords. They can't stop thinking about you. That, like, literally, they might be a little obsessed with you, with how you are physically. You might be their object of desire. I'm trying to be PG. If they're in a place in their life when maybe they have some private time and they are trying to think about somebody beside you to close out that private time with themselves, or even when they've been with other people, God help me, they don't have a choice. If they don't mentally go to you, game over. Well, you did that damn thing, Pisces, because, like, literally, they feel like they're like, nobody make me explain that, please. Okay, what do they think about the Ten of Wands in reverse? They're waiting for some kind of burden to be let down to approach you. I have to say, with this one, Pisces, I feel like this is somebody you possibly dealt with before, or you might have just had conversation that was, like, spicy. Because I keep getting out of my head, like, they almost feel guilty that they have thought of you while with another person that's there. There's something that has to be put down, that they picked up willingly at some point, that they know they have to put down, and there's some kind of circumstance preventing them from putting it down. Okay, let's move on. Pisces with Earth sign. I love Pisces and Capricorn together. I'll say that all the time. Okay. That is, like, balance. They're in a sextile. So it makes sense, but, like, trait-wise, they tend to be really good balance for each other. But other people will think it's an odd couple, but it's not. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. So, how they feel about you in general is the Star. Now, this came out sideways. This is Lucas. He is Maxine's partner, and in the beginning of their journey, he tries to heal her how he thinks she should want to be healed, and then comes to a place where he realizes he has to help her in the way that best supports her at where she is and meets her where she's at. So this is a person that's been on a journey with you, Pisces, where at first they thought they could like advise you into a place of your own stability and your own, and that was like all I think that you heard was, this is what you're doing wrong. And they've come to know that like if they actually listen to you, you help soften them to a place where also they can heal. That is gorgeous. I love these cards. My sister from another mister, till the day we die, Paula, sent me these cards for my birthday. Was it last year? But I love this show, and I love the way it's written. So of course it's going to add another layer for me. So like that star card isn't just any star card. It's about the evolvement of understanding that one of the best ways to tell somebody that we love them and show them that we love them, and my second favorite phrase to I love you is how can I best support you, and letting that person tell you how they can support you, instead of putting on you how they think that you should be better. Okay. How do they feel about you chemistry-wise? Pisces with Earth. The Hangman. This person might get a little like tongue-tied or awkward in front of you. They might even go into a little fight or flight or freeze and then be mad at themselves later. Could be a little bit of intimidation as far as like the chemistry. Pisces rising tend to have really beautiful eyes, and people can get like a cartoon, like the little swirly things, like mesmerized a little bit. They get, I almost want to say you put them in a trance, and normally I would say that's too woo-woo and too out there, but hell, I'm reading for Pisces. Y'all about the woo-woo. You're Neptunian and Jupiterian. Yeah. Because it's when he's literally in a trance. That's what the card is about. So I'm not extrapolating for the reading's sake to like make it sound better from the original Hangman. He's in a trance, being suspended. Once again, we have the World. There is childhood healing. There is a big sense of safety, and you are somebody that makes them feel okay to be them, okay to be safe. And that's new for them, and it changes. They feel like that changes everything. They may be trying to like find their way because that's new. I said it during the full Scorpio reading, during the water sign live the other day. But in the trauma field, we have a saying about like, we don't teach you to heal your trauma so that you can deal with pain and adversity, and bad things, because you probably developed those coping mechanisms when you were very, very young. That you're used to dealing with. That you could do in your sleep. unfortunately, whatever the circumstances are. We want to teach people to heal themselves and heal their trauma so you can deal with happy. So you can deal with pleasure. You can deal with being okay and not fighting that. So I'm getting the sense, and I almost want to cry a little bit, but I'm getting the sense of somebody, whoever is dealing with Pisces, that earth reading, that's the kind of person you're dealing with, and they're just trying to acclimate to feeling safe with somebody because they're not used to support, they're not used to safe. Okay. That's a harder adjustment than pain and betrayal. Okay. Let's see. We are Pisces with air. Pisces with air. Just thinking of doing a reading where I pull an oracle card for each sign for Jupiter going into Gemini. And the Jupiter Aquarius trine. Let me know if that sounds good. Are we kicked? We're kicked. We're not doing Pisces air with that. Okay. Queer Tarot. Beautiful shuffle. This is our deck, and out she goes. The Chariot. How Pisces, how the air sign feels about you, Pisces, or switch it however you need to. They want to move towards you. They may be at a distance, but you make them feel unstuck in their life. And they for sure want to move towards you. Okay, Pisces. I wish we didn't have like the worst rainstorm ever last night, because I have some readings before I go live with members, the members only meter, and I would love to start working outside. How does the air sign feel? Okay. Pisces, you're so healing. You're so healing for others. You're so empathetic. You're so lovely. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Where they have felt weird about something about their body, or about some possible like a kink that they like or need to have their own pleasure. I feel like this is somebody who has not felt safe or felt like an outcast, and you make them feel like the opposite. You make them feel I almost want to say this person has some kind of something going on with their body that they've always felt like they had to apologize for with other people when it came to intimacy, and you make them feel like that thing is actually beautiful and it's not a negative. Okay. What do they think about the connection? Six of Pentacles. I'm not gonna lie. They may have you a little bit up on a pedestal, and they may feel like if this connection comes in, they're getting a lot instead of giving a lot. It's supposed to be reciprocity. making things even. But in this card too, it's almost like, you know, we're not worthy. So they may feel a little not worthy. And if they're not contacting you, that is what's holding them back. But I promise you, you make this person feel absolutely beautiful, and safe. And they want to move towards you. And you make them feel unstuck in life, which is incredible. Okay. Pisces with a water sign. How that was like 6 cards. How do they feel about you, Pisces with another water sign? Ace of Pentacles. They want to have a new start, offer a new start, but they feel like universe is telling them, I mean, we're talking water, water, and water with Pisces. So you're either dealing with another Pisces, Cancer. They feel like the universe is telling them, this is there's a chance for a new beginning right now. And they feel like you are their chance for a new beginning. Too many. How do we feel about the chemistry? Here we go. One last time. Worth it. Worth it picking it up. They feel like you're their fantasy. Mars and Scorpio, that's not the first time we've gotten that card as a chemistry card with all 12 signs. Mars and Scorpio is not so shabby for somebody to feel about you physically, chemistry-wise. Okay. What do they think about the connection? Which one is this? Cups or... 3 of Cups. They want a reunion or a union. They want to celebrate. They want to... That almost looks like a 4 of Wands and a 10 of Cups. Had a baby. This 3 of Cups. They want union or reunion. You're probably going to hear from this person. You're probably going to hear from this person. More likely if it is... You're going to hear from this person more likely if the other water sign is Cancer or Pisces. But I think you will hear from that person very, very soon. Guys, let me know if you like this format. Listen, I was not thinking, and I forgot today was Memorial Day because, like, I don't do the barbecues and the picnics and all that stuff. I just thought it was another Monday. The things that happen when you're less calendar. I know the calendar for astrological events, but not so much for like social stuff anymore. So, and I absolutely appreciate all people who made sacrifices, the individuals who made sacrifices. I wish if you live in the United States, I wish we had better care and support for those individuals than we currently do. And I hope that you are enjoying and having a safe day. If you're watching this in the replayer, viewers, thank you. Sharing is caring and it helps the channel, so if you don't mind. And I hope you all have a great day. Let me know if you want me to do that. Pulling an oracle for the Jupiter and moving into Gemini or not. All right. Talk to you soon. And leave me your placements. All right. Bye.